The Backrooms. You've been here before. Entity number 246. Overseer Andrew's corpse plus the heart. Content warning. Death plus body horror. Is Andrew still with us? Image caption. The heart. Prior to Andrew's death. Description: Entity 246, formerly 29-year-old Andrew Donovan, is a corpse that has been floating around in a closed-off, heart-shaped pool, aptly named the Heart, in the Bunker Springs, note, see level 27, for approximately 4 months. It is not yet fully known how his corpse ended up in the pool, but leading theories suggest that he suffered a cardiac arrest in the water and subsequently drowned. Catherine sheds a tear, but tries to conceal it. She stays silent. Catherine motions for everyone to walk away. They follow her suggestion, while Justin frantically begs. No one acknowledges his monologue. Eventually, he gives up and dives into the pool. It bubbles for a couple moments before Andrew's corpse resurfaces, just as lifeless as it was before. Andrew is dead. End log. He will always be with us in our hearts. Andrew Donovan, 1995 to 2024. Catherine trembles in fear, but, for the most part, maintains her composure as she opens her mouth. Catherine, you shouldn't be alive. Possibly Justin, but I am. Funny how injuries work in this place. You don't die until the wheel of fate decides that it's your turn. And it's not my turn yet. He pauses as he looks at the place where his left hand used to be. Possibly Justin. I think a full recovery's possible. Give me, several months. Justin chuckles weakly, while everyone else shoots him a look of confusion. Catherine covers her face with her hands, while Justin clutches his chest. Possibly Justin. Well, just gonna stand there and grieve? I might look dead on the outside, but I'm still Justin on the inside. We're siblings. We look out for each other. Right? You love me. Right? Catherine sheds a tear, but tries to conceal it. She stays silent. Possibly Justin. Hey, over here. The camera pans toward the direction of the voice. Justin stands at the edge of the pool, with third-degree burns across his entire body. His flesh has largely melted off, and some of his bones are visible. His heart can be seen beating. After a couple of moments, he collapses to the ground. Several people rush to help him, but Catherine loudly screams for them to stop. They freeze in place. Possibly Justin. Oh, come on, Cat. I'm about to die here. Help your brother out. Please. I can't look that hideous. Love runs deep, doesn't it? Several volunteers run to help Catherine while she swiftly retrieves her radio from her pocket. But Justin and the corpse are suddenly yanked into the pool by an unseen force. Several screams ring out as the two fall and splash several individuals with scalding water. Justin's muffled cries can be heard for a brief moment while everyone runs away from the water. The pool sizzles and bubbles for several seconds before finally calming down. Justin never resurfaces, but Andrew's corpse reappears in the center of the pool. Catherine, panicking. No, no, shit! We need doctors! Catherine's professional demeanor begins to break down. She continually paces back and forth, holding the radio with shaky hands as the injured individuals assess their burns. Several of them have passed out, while others are barely conscious, but still in considerable amounts of pain. The camera pans to the pool for a brief moment, before focusing on the team again. Andrew is gone. Justin, breathing heavily. What the hell? Everyone tries to back away from the corpse, except for Catherine, who continues running toward Justin. But Justin seems unable to move his right leg, which has started to burn like his hand. Catherine, panting. Justin, you need to get away. Justin, still breathing quickly. I can't. Catherine grabs Justin's arm tightly and desperately tries to pull him away, but she can't seem to do so. Justin, get your hands off of me! Catherine, slightly shocked. No! Justin tries to violently shake his right leg, but ends up tripping instead. He yells in pain. Catherine almost trips after this, but regains her balance. She continues pulling, assuming that Justin's last comment was not directed at her. However, Justin's clothes have begun to catch fire, and she is forced to let go after she begins to feel unbearable heat in her hands. She quickly backs away from Justin and the corpse. It is important to remember that Andrew does not need rescuing. Andrew is dead. Footnote. You should be ashamed for leaving me in this state. End footnote. The corpse seems to have exerted total control over the heart, being able to glide seamlessly across the water by manipulating the flow of the current. In some cases, it may intentionally push itself towards the shore to attract the attention of concerned wanderers before floating away from them to lure people into the water. Touching the corpse has the same effect as touching the water, and is therefore strongly discouraged. Many victims who have attempted to perform CPR on the entity were forced to have their hands amputated after suffering burns that paved the way for life-threatening bacterial infections. Andrew cannot be resuscitated. Andrew is dead. Footnote. You could have saved me, yet you chose to preserve yourself. End footnote. The heart desires bloodshed. After a string of tragic incidents involving dozens of accumulated deaths, it earned a secondary colloquial nickname, Pool of Blood. Avoid the heart at all costs. Supplementary Discovery Log. Preface. A team of 10 individuals, led by Justin and Catherine Zimmels, was sent to retrieve the corpse of Andrew Donovan from the heart. Begin log. The group reaches the pool 13 minutes after leaving level 11, the city that never sleeps. This part has been cut for brevity. Catherine. There he is, at the shore. If one person grabs each of his limbs, we should be able to haul his body to somewhere safer. Rapid footsteps. 4 individuals approach Andrew's corpse, ready to carry him on a stretcher. Justin tries to grab Andrew's arm, but immediately screams and recoils in pain. Catherine begins to run over to him. She catches a glimpse of steam coming from his hand, but ignores the ghastly sight. The rubber glove has completely melted, revealing a nasty burn on the skin underneath. Unfortunately, retrieval of his corpse is considered to be dangerous due to the heart's scalding temperatures, 80 to 90 degrees Celsius, atypical of the hot springs present. Despite the intense heat, his body has shown no signs of decomposition or damage. Surprisingly, Andrew may still show signs of life, occasionally moving his limbs slightly or vocalizing pleas for help in an effort to garner attention. However, recording devices have not been able to capture Andrew's movements, and it is suspected that these occurrences are merely hallucinations. No matter what, the corpse's pleas are to be ignored. Andrew is dead. Footnote. You two are my friends. How could you ignore me like this? End footnote. Wanderers, entranced by the corpse's cry for help, tend to come too close to the water, leading to severe third-degree burns that require prompt medical attention. Those who enter the heart receive even more serious injuries. It is common for body parts to completely disintegrate within seconds of coming into contact with the water. Excessive bleeding stemming from this event then claims the individual's life within minutes. In rare cases, a wanderer might dive in the heart, only to never resurface.